Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode number 183 in the book of Genesis. Today is about if I could bless you with just one thing, because we're going to see that in the story today. So Jacob is really old. He's 147 years old, and he's blessing his son and blessing his grandson. He uses a cross-handed technique, which frustrates Joseph a little bit, and blesses the younger son first, and the oldest son second, and that's important in the order. So here's the story. It's from Genesis chapter 48. He crosses his hands, for Manasseh was the firstborn, and he blesses Joseph, that's his son, and says, the blessing is so beautiful. So listen to the blessing. The God before my fathers, Abraham and Isaac, walked. The God who has been my shepherd all my life long to this day. The angel who has redeemed me from all evil, bless the boys. And in them let my name be carried on, in the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac. Let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. When Joseph saw that his father had laid his right hand on the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he took his father's hand to move it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh's head, the older. And Joseph said to his father, "Not this way, my father, since this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head." But his father refused and said, I know, my son. He too shall become a people, and he shall also be great. Nevertheless, the younger brother shall be the greater than he, and his offspring shall become a multitude of nations. So he blessed them that day, saying, By you Israel will pronounce blessing, saying, God make you as Ephraim and Manasseh. Thus he put Ephraim before Manasseh. Then Israel said to Joseph, Behold, I am about to die, but God will be with you and will bring you again into the land of your father. He's going to be with you, and he's going to do something for you. Moreover, I have given to you, rather than your brothers, one mountain slope that I took from the hand of the Amorites with my sword and my bow. So this is the beautiful language of Scripture, which is the beautiful reality of Scripture, that the God before whom my fathers walked, he mentions Abraham and Isaac. He also recounts that, hey, this is the God who has been my shepherd all my life to this day. This is the God who has redeemed me from evil to this day. This is the God of whom I bless these boys. May you grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. It reminds me of the statement in John, the New Testament John, chapter 16, verse 33. In this world, you may have some trouble. So the reality of you're staying in the world. Verse 33, I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. So you're going to be in the midst of the earth. You're not going to be apart from this. This is not an escape hatch. And in a sense, the trouble of the world is going to be your trouble. Well, welcome to our planet. But remember, you as believers get to walk before God like the patriarchs. This has been exampled before you with Abraham and Isaac and now Jacob. The patriarchs and the matriarchs, all the Genesis has been full of great women so far. And you get to experience in real time the hands-on shepherding of God day by day all the way through life. You get to experience the redemption of God here. So we also get to experience redemption from the big judgment when we go there, when we go to heaven. So that there's blessings now and there's blessings to come. And you get this blessing that it's so much my favorite that I named the podcast after it, which is Be With Me. God will be with you. So this must just, blow their minds that God is going to be with you. And my life, which is almost ended now, Jacob is saying, my life has been a demonstration of it. It's not a perfect life, which is the fun thing about the Bible, but it does demonstrate his faithfulness. All right, so he says, let my life be a demonstration demonstration for you of what the faithfulness, the presence, the blessing of God is going to be like. So God doesn't take us out of the world. He lets us stay in the world. But he does promise to be with us while we are in the world. So he is with us while we stay. He's near us in the nightmares. He's close to us in the quagmires. And he is at hand in the hysteria of this world. So, conclusion is, if you are a mess, if you feel like my life is a mess or some difficulties in your life, congratulations, that's the time of God's opportunity. So if you are in trouble, this is when a relationship with God is the most important. And so I would challenge you, I'm going to use the word test him, but really what I mean to say is trust him. That's how we test the Lord. Trust him. And ask, will you shepherd me in this strife that I'm experiencing? Ask nicely, but ask with a please on there. So we have to be careful about appropriating some promises in the Bible that are made to specific individuals and saying, oh, this applies to everybody. However, this is the one that he makes to all people, or at least he offers to all people, which is his presence. So John 14:23, Jesus answered him, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. That's my prayer for you today. And this is exactly what Jacob was praying for Joseph and his sons. I pray you the presence of God, the person of God. I pray that you get God throughout your lifetimes. So we know so much more about how we do that today and how we receive them. But that's my same prayer today. If I could pray one thing for you, it would be that God would be with you. God will be with you. And how is that? Well, that you would be with him, decide for him, and enjoy his presence today. Thanks for listening.